evening. Welcome to our grand finale concert of the 25-26 school year. I feel like with a blink of an eye, we're already at the end of the school year. And I think that's because we're having so much fun, we're learning so much this school year. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you to all the families, parents, guardians for supporting these musicians on stage. Music education is so important. When a person is playing music, it activates just all parts of their brain. And this really helps students excel, also just in all their other academic areas. It also helps them to learn to be more compassionate people because we're learning how to communicate with each other by playing in an ensemble. And I really believe that music has the power to change the world. So thank you so much for supporting music engineering at Kraemer Middle School. Thank you to our school for supporting our orchestra program. It's really been such a fun year. And this is my second year at the school, and I really just feel very much part of the community. So thank you for also welcoming me into part of the Kraemer Middle School family. Upstage, on stage we have our string orchestra, which consists mostly of our 7th grade students. The students will come up and introduce each piece. If you didn't get a chance to scan the QR code for the program, no worries, the students will introduce each piece before we begin playing. So sit back and hope you enjoy tonight's concert. Thank you so much.
Welcome to our grand finale concert.
My name is Kathryn and I play the violin.
My name is Peter and I also play the violin.
First piece of this evening is titled Parade of the Scales, composed by Caponegro.
Mr. Fang has expanded our vocabulary in music this school year by introducing different keys and different scales in music.
This piece turns what is normally mundane and dry into something fun and melodious.
We explored 3 different key signatures, and they are the key of C, G, and D.
By learning different scales, we have become better musicians, and this piece summarizes some of what we have learned in the past couple of months.
Enjoy Parade of the Scales by Caponegro.
Waltz, and I play the double bass.
I'll play the double bass.
Our second piece of this evening is titled An Evening in Salzburg, composed by Edmund.
Salzburg is the birthplace of Mozart, so this piece musical qualities from the classical period and also Mozart himself.
The music calls for a cantabile style of music, which is the Italian word for songwriter.
Try to make this piece as songful as possible by striving to play with a clean and beautiful sound.
I hope you enjoy our rendition of An Evening in Salzburg, composed by Edmund.
play the violin.
And I play the viola.
Originally recorded by the Beach Boys in 1963, Surfin' USA became one of the defining songs of the California surf rock era. With its upbeat rhythms, catchy melodies, and carefree energy, the song captures the excitement of summer, beaches, and surfing culture that helped shape popular music of the 1960s. This arrangement by Robert Longfield brings the classic hit to the string orchestra while preserving the bright, fun spirit of the original recording.
Driving rhythms, energetic accompaniment figures, and memorable melodic lines give each section of the orchestra a chance to shine. We are especially excited to perform this piece because we have a drum set player joining us. Please welcome Benton Cho on the drum set. And this is our final piece for the string orchestra of Surfin' USA.
a quick transition, so just give us a few minutes. I want to invite intermediate orchestra to come up right now. Okay, this is our intermediate orchestra. I want to actually take this opportunity to also just congratulate this group because this group received the highest rating possible at this year's SCSD Festival. So most of these students actually were with me last year, so I'm very happy that they decided to continue music, and we just have so much fun this year. Really think that you will enjoy our selection for tonight for the intermediate orchestra. So just like with the previous group, the students will come up and talk to you guys about each piece before we begin. So hope you guys enjoy.
My name is Alexander Reyes and I play the violin.
My name is Ludwig and I play the viola.
Welcome to our last school concert of the school year. We have learned so much in orchestra and are excited to showcase what we have learned this year in our concert.
The first piece is called Wildfire and is composed by Kathryn Griesinger.
As the title suggests, this piece sounds like a wildfire because it moves at a very rapid pace and keeps us on high alert when we play it.
Developed quick and crisp bowing techniques which require precision in playing staccato and hook bowing while managing a lot of string crossings.
We learned to combine many 16th note patterns with slurs mixed throughout.
Please enjoy our first pieces of the night. This is Wildfire by Kathryn Griesinger.
Our second piece of the night is number 5, and it's arranged by Richard Meyer.
We all know the famous four-note musical motive from the symphony, which is often referred to as fate knocking on the door. Usually presenting the lyrical side of the symphony, which shows up in the fourth movement of the symphony.
The melody that we will be presenting is both lyrical and heroic. Every section is given a chance to present the melody, which makes this a very well-rounded arrangement. If you don't know who Beethoven is, it's a very suitable introduction to the great master of music.
Please enjoy our second piece of the night. This is Finale from Beethoven Symphony No. 5, arranged by Bishop Meyer.
and I play the violin.
My name is Iman Chaudhry and I also play the violin. We are very excited to present Shut Up and Dance as first performed by indie rock band Walk the Moon from 2015 in an arrangement for orchestra by Michael Story. This is the first time that we got to play with the drum set.
Thank you to Benson Choi for performing with us. The cello section starts us off with a melody, and you can hear our orchestra provide different textures with different background rhythms as the piece progresses.
Thank you for being our audience tonight, and we hope you enjoy our last piece.
Benton. And I also want to just quickly mention we also have our coach, Mr. Tam, who works with our student every week on the cowbell. So let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. It's been really fun performing for you all. Let's give us another couple minutes as we do another transition. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I am Surfin, and I am the other director of Kraemer Middle School. This just goes to how supportive our school is about our music program. And like what Mr. Fang said earlier, music is such an important part of our whole being. And I totally agree with what Mr. Fang was saying. And another part that goes with this successful music program are our administrators. So I believe we have some administrators out there. Yes? Teachers? I think they're being really shy. Teacher? What does it say? Oh, okay. She's being shy, okay? Okay, so we have teachers and we have parents, and of course we have our coaches. So we have our bass coach, Mr. Kyle. Where's Mr. Kyle? Oh, Mr. Kyle. He is probably taking care of the basses, and of course Mr. Cam. And then of course this is my first year, so I'm really very lost. So without Mr. Fang's help, I wouldn't be able to, survive this year. In the blink of an eye, yes, this is the end of year, and thank you so much, Mr. Fang, for, taking the lead on a lot of things, and I appreciate you including me here at Kraemer Middle School. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fang. Of course, I have to say thank you so much, parents, especially students who are including me in such a short notice. Without further ado, we're going to start with our group. This is an advanced orchestra, and we're going to have 3 pieces for you. And to continue the lightheartedness of Mr. Topic at times, so we have some surprise for you while we introduce our pieces.
This tongue twister. Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled peppers. Well, that's the basic summary of our piece. Hope you enjoyed Red Pepper.
playing violin.
Cello country.
Yo, cello? No, cello sucks. No, what? What are you talking about?
You know what? Scratch that. Let's play viola country.
our final piece, we'll be playing Woodsplitter Fanfare. Enjoy.
Orchestra. Let's give the Advanced Orchestra a better round of applause. All right, now we're going to invite the chamber strings up onto the stage, and this is the Festival Orchestra.
My name is Vincent Flores, and I am in the 8th grade, and I play in the very large double bass section. Originally written by Russian composer Dimitri Shostakovich, Waltz No. 2 is one of the most famous and recognizable works. This elegant piece features a graceful 1-2-3 feel of a traditional waltz, while also creating a mysterious and dramatic mood. The melody has appeared in many movies and is often used as a sense of haunting and mystery. Listen for the sweeping melodies and rich harmonies that make this music both beautiful and unforgettable.
Before we start Festival Orchestra, this is the Festival Orchestra, which is a combined advanced orchestra and chamber strings. I also want to do recognize them for their unanimous superior. And not only they got the superior, they were playing very, very advanced music, pretty much just like high school music. So let's give them a round of applause. So this is the Shostakovich Waltz No. 2.
Libertango by Astor Piazzolla, arranged by Kazik. Libertango combines the energy of traditional tango music with modern jazz influences. The title blends the word liberty and tango, reflecting composer Astor Piazzolla's goal of creating a new style of tango music. This practice can be heard by our cello soloist Madeline Che, as she adds embellishment to a recurring melody. Libertango is full of excitement, sharp rhythms, and dramatic contrasts. Listen for our driving pulse and expressive cello melodies, featured throughout the performance. Thank you.
we're gonna do a set change. So we have chamber strings on stage, and this will be our last orchestra. Thank you. Before we start with chamber strings, I would like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine, actually a very, very good colleague of mine. He's really not a stranger here at the district. So he teaches, he actually in this district, he taught elementary, he taught middle school. He actually was one of the Kraemer school staff. Years ago, he taught band here, and then he also taught at Esperanza High School. But not only he taught in our PYLUSD school district, he also teaches at Cal State Fullerton as a percussion professor. So I would like to introduce you our artist, guest artist of the night, Mr. Professor Lavender. Alright, so again, we'll have students introduce the pieces for you for our chamber strings.
Hi, my name is Ratisha. I'm in 8th grade and I play the violin. So our next piece is La La Land by Justin Hurwitz, and it's arranged by Robert Longfield. This selection features music from the award-winning movie La La Land, a film inspired by classic Hollywood musicals. Composer Justin Hurwitz combines jazz-inspired harmonies with memorable melodies to capture both excitement and emotion. As you listen, notice how the music shifts between energetic moments and more lyrical, expressive sections. Thank you.
well another round of applause. It just adds so much, and I want to congratulate string orchestra and string orchestra and intermediate orchestra. You guys just put the piece together with the percussionists today, right? Yeah, so isn't that amazing? So wait, so can we give all our orchestra like another round of applause? Yeah, it's just amazing how these students just able to soak up like all the knowledge in such a fast way. I think our advanced orchestra just had our pieces tonight for like maybe just like a couple weeks. And same with our chamber strings. Speaking of chamber strings, they also got a unanimous superior. They also play a really, really difficult program. And let's congratulate them. This is our last piece, and I will let my students introduce the piece to you.
Good evening. My name is Avery Sal, and I am in 8th grade. I play the violin.
Oh, my name is Emily, and I'm in 8th grade, and I also play the violin.
Steampunk by Richard Meyer is inspired by a style of science fiction that mixes Victorian-era fashion and technology with imaginative, futuristic inventions.
Composer Richard Meyer uses driving rhythms, dramatic dynamics, and creative musical effects to create the feeling of gears turning and machines coming to life.
Listen for the exciting contrast and the featured violin melodies that help tell this imaginative musical story.
Wow. Let's give my friends, Mr. Wellens, another round of applause. Thank you so much, Mr. Wellens. All right. String orchestra, please stand up. String orchestra. Intermediate orchestra. Support, we wouldn't have this successful concert and this successful year. So on the count of 3, we're gonna say thank you to the parents, okay? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.